Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this morning's session. So just a reminder, please, about our exciting Plumbing Industry Awards happening on the 28th of July, 2022. If you haven't booked your tickets yet, I encourage you to do so. It's going to be an amazing evening, and it's a nice time for us all to get together and network and chat, and there'll be people from the suppliers and manufacturers. So it's going to be an awesome evening. For more information, or if you want to book, you can email marketing@ouropsa.org. Also, just a reminder that we're still in a period of COVID, and it is our responsibility to be responsible. We all know what we need to do out there to protect ourselves, our clients, our staff, and the people around us. Please continue to wear your masks when you're out in public, continue washing your hands and doing all the necessary things to make sure that we keep safe. And please, if you are feeling sick, coughing, sneezing, etc., please stay home and just take care of yourselves. So today, the topic I'm going to be covering is all about sales, and sales is the lifeblood of our business. But before I get into this, let me just tell you a little bit more about who I am. And so I am a co-owner in the UPP Group, together with my husband, Mandy Keil. And at UPP, our niche and our core business is all about smart water solutions, as well as empowerment. And on the empowerment side, we are the founders of a business called Coacher. We're both passionate about making a positive difference in our environment through plumbing, and also within our industry by helping other businesses like ourselves, just in terms of leadership development and process development and anything else that you require to run a successful business. But today, like I said, I'm here to chat to you about sales and the sales process. So let's get cracking. Oops, what did I do there? Here we go. Okay, so let's first chat about what a salesperson is. Now, I know you might have started your business and you did it because you are a plumber by profession, and that is your area of expertise. But when you start a business, one of the things that you will have to do is to get clients, because through clients, that's where your business comes from. And in order to get clients, you have to know something about sales. Now, you might think of yourself and say, well, you know what? I'm not a salesperson. So the first thing I just want to say is, in order to sell, you don't have to be a natural born salesperson. And how do I know this? Because if I had to look at myself and define my skill set and what I'm good at, I would not define myself as a natural born salesperson. In our business, that's Duncan's role. However, I do have a responsibility in terms of sales as well. And so do you, and actually every single person in your business. So I'm going to say it again. You don't have to be a natural born salesperson in order to sell. And whether we like it or not, we need to understand that sales makes the world go round. It makes our businesses survive. And because of this, we have to be cognizant of this very important function within our business. What I have discovered over the years that I've been in business is that rather than being a salesperson in the traditional sense, what is important is that you have to be a relationship-based person. I did a session, I think about 3-4 weeks ago, when I spoke about the importance of relationships in how you communicate and how you interact with clients. And for me, sales without relationships, without being genuinely interested in your clients, without having that connection with your clients, just falls flat. And I just want to say that For me, it's not about just going out there and selling a service or selling a product. It's about building your business. At the end of the day, sales is all about building your business, and good sales skills, it goes hand in hand with that connection with your client. And that is where your client will experience that amazing interaction with you as a company, as a business, and what keeps them coming back. So let's just chat about this a bit more. So, you might not consider yourself a salesperson, but like I said, you naturally are one when you are a business owner. You're an entrepreneur, and being a business owner is really, really tough. And in our industry, unless you have found a way to generate automatic monthly sales or income revenue into your business, each month, you practically have to start afresh in having to achieve a target that covers your monthly business expenses, and that will include your salary and still make a profit. Because let's face it, all businesses exist in order to make a profit. Otherwise, why are you in business? And you're going to be doing this through the plumbing services that you provide. In order to achieve that monthly target, you are going to need clients and you're going to need sales. And if you want to have a successful business, you're going to have to make this happen every single month. And so you might be thinking, geez, that's really hard work. But you know what? You have a value within your company, within your business, within your experience, your expertise that you've gained over the years, to give to your clients. And this is where you're going to set yourself apart in terms of being that amazing sales force out there. I just want to say, though, that if there's anything that I've learned is that to be good at anything in life, you have to be intentional about it. And in our industry, and I suppose in any business, like I said earlier on, it can be really tough. And we're in an environment right now also that's really hard out there. And if you're going to survive through this period, you need to be intentional. You need to be resilient when times are tough. And all businesses will experience tough times and challenges. And this is where you need to know what your why is for your business. I call it your why, what drives you, your bigger picture for why you are in business. And you need to persevere through the tough times. And this is where you really need to understand the value of what you provide customers. And I'm going to chat a bit more about what I mean by value a bit later. Let's first go back, though, to the basics and understand where we generate our sales from. Oh, sorry, I'm also having technical issues this morning. My slide doesn't want to go to the next. There we go. Okay, sorry about that. So let's look at where your new business comes from. People talk about a sales funnel, and that's generally where you generate all your business from. And if I had to categorize where you get your business from into 3 separate areas, it will be the following. Number 1, you get new business from new clients. And you typically would get this through your marketing, social media, your website, that type of thing, maybe in your community groups that you participate in, and cold calling. And that is a really, really hard job. The stats show that the probability of you getting new clients from that, from new business, from new clients in that way is round about between 5 to 20%. And like I said, it's a lot of hard work that you need to put into that. The amount of clients and people that you need to reach to get that 5-20% is really, really profound. 80% of your business is going to come from the next 2 categories. And this is the new business that you get from existing clients and new clients that you get from your existing clients. So let me explain. You're sitting on a gold mine if you've got a client database that you've built up over the years. They are your best sales force and your best marketing strategy out there if you are providing them with an excellent experience. They're going to always come back to you. They're not going to be looking elsewhere when they require a plumbing service. And this could be anything from maintenance plumbing all the way through to running projects in the plumbing field. So take care of your existing clients. Don't take them for granted. Don't neglect them. Keep in contact with them. Always be communicating with them and finding out what their needs are, because 65% of your business every single month typically comes from your existing clients. Then you get new clients / new business from existing clients. And what do I mean by this? You know, in sales, if you go on any sales course or you read a sales book, they tell you to ask for referrals. And that is part of a good sales strategy, is that when you have existing clients and they know you and they know how great you are and they know the service you provide, then it is always a wise thing to go and ask them for a referral, to refer you to other businesses, other people that they know. But when you are really, really wow on your client, you're going to find that those existing clients will automatically go and talk about you without you even having to ask for a referral. Now, that for me is the best sales strategy and marketing strategy. So what you need to figure out is how to do that, how to go and wow them so they become your automatic sales and marketing force. So now I'm going to go into what we call the sales process. And a sales process is really necessary. And when I speak about a process, I'm talking about something that you have thought out, worked out, and you've written this down. It is something in your business, something that you can, if you recruit people into the sales environment within your business and even the rest of your staff, they can see what the sales process is. Within our business, we talk about any process that is developed as a process asset. It's an asset in your business, something that that's visible, that you can train on, that your staff all know, they're all on the same page about. So over here today, I'm going to talk about your sales process asset. And this is where one of the parts within the sales strategy where the value lies. So the first is the connection. And again, I'm talking about the relationship with your client. There needs to be not just a communication with your client, but a connection with your client. And that's where I go into the second part here. And that is where you are understanding who your client is, what makes them tick, and what their need is. Asking them questions about what their need is, and not just telling them about what you do and how you're the best and how you can provide an excellent service. It's about finding out and really touching base with the client and asking them questions so that you get to know what their need is. Once you understand their need, you can start talking about the solution. And the solution could be anything from installing a new geyser, repairing a geyser, all the way to a project that they might need. It could be backup water solutions, it could be a renovation, whatever that is. But in order to get that right, that solution right, you need to understand what we call the client brief. And the brief is about what they want as well as their budget, understanding that. You're going to take that solution and you're going to go and create a quotation and you're going to send it out to the client. Now, I just want to pause here for a second and chat about the follow-up in the sales process. This is where so many businesses fall flat, is they do not follow up with their clients. In all the research that I've done, it says that you need to follow up with them at least 5 times. And the reason for this is, just think about the amount of effort you put into that quote. You need to go and get costings, you need to figure out what the materials are, what the labor is that you're going to need. And it takes time to put that quote together. And then you send it out there and you don't follow up. And then the next thing you know is, what happened to this job, this quotation that I sent out? And you discover that the client went with someone else who did follow up. So if people want to, and if you're sending something to a client and you're not following through with that, you're not communicating, you're not even checking to see if they receive the quotation, if they've got any questions, and take them through how you quoted, etc., you're not engaging with your client and you're not giving them the opportunity to engage with you and show them that you are really interested in solving their issue. So please, guys, don't forget to follow up. Then you're going to, if you get that job, you're going to wow them with your execution of that job, rocking up on time, doing an amazing job, making sure that it's compliant, leaving the place neat, making sure the client understands what you've done and how you've solved the problem, testing the solution. And after you've done that and you know that you've wowed, you've checked with the client that they are happy with what you've done, you can then, and you've earned the right to ask for a referral. But like I said in the previous slide, if you've done your job well, they would already be speaking about you to their friends and their family and the other business partners. So this is what we in UPP, we call our sales process asset. So make sure that you have really thought about how you're going to sell to your clients. Okay, so I said earlier on that I'm going to chat to you about knowing your value. I think one of the areas where we underestimate ourselves in this industry is when it comes to knowing who we are, what our expertise is. You guys out there, you are professionals, okay? You need to understand that the knowledge that you have is so amazing, and you are dealing with water. Water is, it can cause life and it can cause so much damage. And if you understand the value that you add to clients through the solutions that you have to offer them, through how you repair things or install things, or just speak them through how to achieve the brief that they have set out, then you'll be understanding your value. So how do we define that value? Number one, you first need to listen, really listen to your clients, hear what they have to say. Don't just go in there with that thought that I'm the plumber, I know what I'm doing. And yes, you do. One of the values in our business is to be humbly confident. So we're confident about our knowledge, we're confident about our experience, but we also humble and we listen to our clients. We make sure that we understand what it is that they are asking. And often it is about sometimes having to educate them on what can and can't be done, but in a way that doesn't make them feel like silly, and I don't know about you, but when I'm dealing with service providers out there and they make me feel silly because I don't have the knowledge about that thing that they know about, they've lost me. So make sure that you listen to hear, understand their requirements. And when I talk about understanding their requirements, it is not just about what they're wanting you to do, but also understanding what their budgets are so that the solutions that you come up with can fit within their budgets as well. It's tough times out there. And so we need to be cognizant of this. Again, you are the licensed plumber, you are the qualified plumber, you're the professional. So be that problem solver with regards to whatever it is they're contacting you about. And then contribute to their vision of how they see this working out. And again, this could be a burst geyser, it could be a bathroom or kitchen renovation, it could be something bigger, okay? But your client has an idea of what they want to experience at the end of their interaction with you. Make sure that you have achieved that. And I think what I'd like to just almost finish up with is to say that your business is a part of your sales team. And when I refer to your business, you are a part of your business, you're your best salesperson in your business, but everything that happens and your client's experience that they have within your business is also part of that sales process and strategy. Sales will go up and down every single month, but the experience that your clients have happen every day. So every single person in your company that they engage with, from the person who answers that phone to the technician that you send out, and everyone in between, is a part of your sales team, because they are integral into the experience that your client will have on a daily basis. And it's that experience that brings clients back to you. If they don't have a great experience, there are hundreds of other plumbers standing in line waiting to get that client. And the minute you let your guard down and your client doesn't have a good experience, they give that opportunity to the next business out there. So make sure that every single person in your sales team, every single person in your business is trained on your sales strategy and what experience you are wanting your clients to have. And then just lastly, I've mentioned this in the presentation that I did on relationships, that your business is no longer about what you tell your customer it is. Your business is what customers tell other customers it is. And in this world of social media that we are enveloped by nowadays, clients easily hop onto Facebook and Instagram and, I don't know, Twitter, to communicate their experiences. So when they do that, you've got to ask yourself the question, what are they saying about your business? And I think that's it from me for today.
Mandy, thank you very much. And I think, it really is great in terms of understanding the communication of customers. And I think it's something we need to touch on, as it works both ways. So when you're doing a great job, it's wonderful. When you have a bad job, it's just as easy to go onto the public domain and everything else. And I think it's something that we need to learn in terms of how risky it is when we don't meet the customer's expectations, et cetera, or be in a way to which to defend that. But again, just that follow-up, but then also ask questions. If you didn't get the job, why didn't you get the job? Be honest and upfront. How can we make ourselves better? And then based on that info, you can either go and reevaluate your quotations, have a look at what it is, and maybe have a look at the opposition. But again, you can learn something out of every positive or negative. Thank you.